The man, this is not a bad looking livery actually. So let's go back inside. I did a I haven't done a flight on Twitch stream in this plane in a long time, but I am using the G3000 mod for this plane, so that's good. There we go. You received a level 1 hype train emote. Bam. Level 1 completed. Very nice. All right, we're going to hit the press to unlock button, which actually will lock it. That is locked. I have not figured out how to turn on the GPU. Do you guys know if this plane actually has a functional GPU? I'm just going to go to battery. Oh, it's making some funky sounds. That's awesome. It will go auxiliary boost pump on. Auto selection on the fuel. Autopilot on.
TOS system test. Okay.
Is that sound? Is the plane sound? Did she come across the stream? I want to make sure that the stream audio is working. Good. Okay, good. All right, I'm going to just come down here to the lower section here. Remember what I did here for...
Oral warning. Okay.
Used to haul oil out of Baton Rouge. I'm thinking of those guys as well. Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're going to go to... Here's your PFD where we can make a lot of changes. Here on the MFD, we're going to select flight plan. I guess we'll simulate somewhat of an IFR route. So I'm going to go over to my web browser. And you guys please tell me today if the stream is having any sort of stuttering, because the last time I streamed I was getting some stutter and it was really annoying. But it was toward the end of the flight. Is there really no IFR flight plan from Groton to LaGuardia? Let's see if SimBrief can come up with any ideas. So we'll do Snack Airlines 5721 from Groton to LaGuardia. And the airframe is a TBM9. Sure enough. Cream, Victor 451, keyed Victor 16 trans. Save flight. Generate the OFP. LGA is rarely used by GA. Groton doesn't have commercial traffic. All right, well, then that makes sense. Good morning, Joe. All right, so we'll go add origin, and we'll go Kilo Golf Oscar Norway. And we'll hit enter. And then we're going to click on add waypoint. First waypoint is the musical band Cream. And then, yes, I want to do Cream in the Northeast. 43 months subscribe. Cajun Cacti. Thank you so much for the 43 months. How is your son doing with his real world flying in Hawaii? And then the band I'm referring to is from when was Cream a band? Back in the 70s? All right, I've not done an airway, so I'm wondering if... There we go. Click on cream and do load airway. And click on airway. And do Victor 451 or Fahrenheit 451 for 1,000 snacks. What did I just refer to? All right. And then we'll click exit. Great book. There's 1,000 snacks right there. And we're going to exit at trans. No, we're going to exit at keyed. Sorry, keyed. Load the airway. Snacks add. By the way, we're going to, when we do that January raffle, when we're going to give away the $20 million for FS Economy in January, early January, I'm also going to do a massive giveaway. So your snacks are going to be worth quite a bit of fun that day. So just keep that in mind as we head into 2022. All right, after keyed, we're going to go to Victor 16. So load airway, Victor 16. And we're going to exit Victor 16 at trans. I can't find trans. There it is, trans. Load airway, add that. And then we're going to add the destination as LaGuardia or La Garbage. And enter. I'm surprised the battery is lasting this long. We better start our engine. So we'll go boost pump to on. Nav lights on. Starter to on. Low idle. Getting used to what I did for all my view choices here. Since when does MSFS support airway in G3K? Okay, so I'm assuming that is a part of the G3000 mod that I'm doing. I'm just assuming. All right. I'm going to put on some noise canceling headphones. We'll switch the aux BP to auto. And we'll go to generator main. And we'll go. We're almost ready for taxi. 20 meters. Is 20 meters hot right now, Rob? Oh, you mean 20 million. Yeah. We're giving away 20 million for FS Economy. 20 million sitting in the bank right now. Yeah, Joe, this mod is impressive. I'm impressed so far. We're going to get rid of the yoke. We're going to turn on our inert separator, pitot heat, right and left. The bleed is going to go to auto. And our auxiliary boost pump is going to be on auto. That should be okay, right? Auxiliary boost pump on. Our generator. We're good, right? I think we're good. John TBM, Sweet 16 morning. There you go. Yeah, oh, sorry, move to high idle. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Bird.
16 morning, John.
Thank you for 16 months, John TBM. Very appropriate that you're here and watching the TBM stream. I like it. Okay. Let's put in our initial altitude of... We're flying westbound. So we're going to fly at We'll go up to 8,000. $8,000 should be good. All right, I think we're ready to finally for taxi. Oh, this is the tricky one where you have to hold it down. Oh, I didn't go to high idle. I thought, oh, it's tricky. I was supposed to go to high idle. Okay, so now, oh, see, it's moving down without me even holding down anything. Okay, so we're going to hold down left. There we go. You have to hold down left and then hit right, which is tricky. Okay, parking brake is off. For whatever reason, I have to tap the brakes there to get it moving. Can someone do exclamation METAR, exclamation METAR for Groton, Kilo Golf Oscar November? Thank you so much, Joe. Wind is 050 at 7. So if it's 050 at 7, nah, it's gonna be it's okay to go this way. Coffee time here at Spy HQ. This is a very green airplane. It really is. I'm having some Pete's Cafe Domingo. Dave, what is your roast this morning? And are you adding anything to it? I am always adding my French vanilla creamer. But coffee cheers to you, my friend. All right, there's runway 33 and 15. So if the wind zero, oh, gosh. I'm gonna go to this one. Breakfast blend, and Bailey's. Ooh, nice. All right, we've been given permission to cross runway 33. I got to remember to turn my inertial separator off after takeoff. The fantasy football draft starts in about an hour and 5 minutes, so just keep that in mind if you're in the league. I believe the draft order is going to be randomized in the next half hour. I was a true Bostonian and got dunks this morning. There you go. So, I really like the Pete's Cafe Domingo. I'm a medium roast type of guy. Someone the other day is like, okay, so you brew beer, you like to drink your beer, but if you were forced to give up beer or coffee, what would you give up? And I said beer, even though I love beer. I gotta have my 1 cup of coffee every morning. All right, so we're supposed to line up and wait here on the perfect runway for this wind. That was accidental. And we're gonna come up here and we're gonna go landing lights on, strobe lights on. We want to do flaps for takeoff, which apparently you don't lower your flaps in the TBM until you're coming up to the runway, that rather than taxiing. I guess because you don't want any junk to get in your inside in between when the flaps are down. A little bit of area is exposed, so the TBM pilots leave the flaps up until they get to the runway. Now in this case, I should have maybe put them down before I entered the runway. So now we're gonna trim. And again, I think this working title G3000 mod is doing some of the changes here on the screen. So, for example, if we come down here and we go oh, that looks good. There's a lot in here now. Groton to cream. Boom, right there. Okay. That looks really cluttered. I guess you could probably declutter that with some options in the menu, but we're fine. Need to set our altimeter, of course. Groton's at sea level. Because if you give up beer, there's always liquor and wine. I love beer. Beer's great, but coffee's not. Coffee's not optional. Yeah, we're on the same page. All right, I'm going to turn up the engine sound here for departure. And let's see how this departure goes. Noise canceling headphones coming on. Still hand flying it. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Okay, so now we're gonna test our autopilot function. The flaps are up. And we're gonna click on sync the heading bug. Go autopilot on, yaw damper on. And then we're gonna go into heading mode for just a moment. And then we're also gonna go into flight level change. And we're gonna climb up to 8,000. Those clouds look fantastic. Man, look at that. Wow. Flying right into that cloud. 8,000 is going to put you in the soup. I think you're right. Maybe we should fly at 4,000 for eye candy. I want to see if I can get up above it. See what happens, I guess. This is just no Rex. I haven't acquired Rex yet. All right, we're going to come down to and we're going to go into nav mode. So nav mode. And then I want to change the active nav to FMS. And now we are FMS, autopilot, yaw damper, flight level change, altitude selected. We're climbing at 156, even though it's indicating 154. We're traveling at 2350 feet per minute, and we're direct to cream. And we're in the soup. Oh, crap. You guys forgot to tell me. Turn that off. Now I'm going to bring back power just a little bit. we'll see what happens here. I don't think we're going to break out, are we? So we've got 10 statute visibility on the ground, but overcast at 2,900. Oh, here's the layer. Here's the layer. Woo! How's the stream doing? Any stutter at all? I wasn't. Yeah, the breakout, baby. I wasn't stuttering at all last stream when I was in the internal view, but when I was doing the external view like this, it was stuttering. But it's good. Okay, good. We're right there. That's kind of a cool little marshmallow layer right there. Coming up to our cruise altitude of 8,000. Yeah, I'm going to certify this plane as VATSIM or Pilot Edge worthy. And when I certify things, it's a John Fly certification, meaning John's confident enough to take it online. Which I haven't been online for a couple of weeks. There's another breakout. I imagine it would be quite bumpy at 7,000 right now. It does really look good, doesn't it? I know there's a couple of airplanes that are coming for X-Plane that I'm super excited about. But I just haven't flown that sim that much lately. I could probably turn up the settings for the clouds here because there is a little bit of pixelation. But I'm pretty pleased with it. Oh, the moon's up there too. Yeah, it doesn't. Let me turn on the frame. Let me turn on the FPS here just for a quick second here. So we'll go to display FPS. So that's not bad. I'm capping, by the way. I'm capping at 60 FPS. So it would actually probably be higher if I wasn't capping. So that's good. Apparently, there's a mod to get rid of this white arrow up here for this menu. When you're not in that menu and that white arrow with the line is up there, apparently there's a mod to get rid of that. I haven't obviously loaded it, but the antisocial woodworker started a new job about 16 months ago. I don't have to fly. I don't have time to fly anymore, and now I'm really tempted to fire up the flight sim. According to Steam, the last time I ran X-Plane 11 was February 2020. Wow. Well, there you go. Take out the Phenom. Take out the Phenom 300 and get back on the horse. I would be totally down for that mod to get rid of the white arrow. Yeah, maybe it's on FlightSim.2. I don't know, but I heard about it from another streamer. Or no, sorry, it was a YouTuber. And maybe a simple Google search of Microsoft Flight Simulator, get rid of menu arrow, maybe. I'm running the 3080 Ti now, John. Finally got my hands on a 3080 Ti. And this is a brand new system that I just built. It's an AMD 5900X processor. And I'm super pleased with it. All right, now we're making the turn at Cream to go to Keyed. Although it's doing the turn a little bit. Yeah, we're going to Vicky now. kind of want to get rid of some of this. I got to remember. Okay, so 7 is wing view. 9 is other wing view. And 5 o'clock shadow. There is throttle quadrant. There is PFD. There's just a 3 is definitely going to be down to the there. There's 1. I want to do 3, but we need to back up a little bit here. I want to see if I can get rid of some of the stuff that is on the screen. There's map settings. We got terrain off, traffic settings. So ADSB. Those are labels for traffic. This is all traffic. Inset window. Okay, here we go. I don't want NDBs. Yeah, I don't need airways. Airports are nice. VORs are nice. Yeah, VORs are nice. It's weird how it's... There we go. Cities. I don't need cities. I don't need states and provinces. Okay. Now the question I have is, will it save that? I don't know if it'll save that for the next time I do the flight or not. You're running the 5800X and the 3070 Ti. That's a good system right there. What's with the creepy Copilot dude? Yes, that is the part of the mod, but watch this. So there he's not a bad looking man. I think he's kind of cool. But watch this. I can click on this red button right over here. Right? Watch this. Boop. Oh, I pushed him out. See ya. You would love to try MSFS, but my internet is really crap. It would take days to download with AT&T screaming in rage the entire time. Well, keep in mind that you can do an offline version of it, but yeah, it doesn't stream the scenery as well, obviously. But you can download and cache and have your off-stream ortho data in there and be offline, actually, apparently. Unless you're on Steam, and then... No, you can probably still do it on Steam. Hopefully, Asobo's next update on September 7th will get rid of that arrow. Maybe, but again, there's a mod. I need to find that mod. So this is a modded TBM and a modded Garmin. No, this is just... Well, yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a modded... Right? It's a modded TBM and a modded Garmin, right? I gotta refresh my memory. Well, what I could do is I'll just go into my... maybe it's just the G3000 mod. I'll go into my users, app data, roaming, Microsoft Flight Simulator, packages, community, and I have, yes, TBM 930 improvement mod. So it's the TBM 930 improvement mod, as well as the working title G3000. Right there, working title G3000. So yes, that is correct. It's 2 mods. And if you go to my YouTube channel, I talk about both of them and what they offer a little bit. And I also provide links in the YouTube video below, so you can get the links to those 2 mods. Just do a search for John Fly TBM mod. I need to check these out and maybe fire up the sim again. So there you go. All right, now we're making the turn at... past keyed. So if working title works for Asobo, why can't they make this the default aircraft? That would be nice. Yeah, maybe that's the plan. Maybe that will be the plan. All right, I'm going to bring up the charts here for the approach. In fact, I should probably get down. Let's go to flight plan. Let's do a procedure. Could someone do a METAR for exclamation METAR for KLGA? Thank you. 080 at 8. So I could do ILS 4, it'd be fine. I could do any ILS if it's 080. I'm used to doing 22, but what runway do you guys think I should do? 4, 13, or 22? Probably 4 or 13. I'm thinking. Four. Thank you guys. Sequence via Gran or Dennis. So let's do. So we're gonna go flights. New flight from SimBrief, Groton to LaGuardia. And we're gonna click on approach. ILS 4. Overlay the chart. There we are up there by Calverton. We need to be at Dennis at 1700. Okay. And our transition options are Green and Dennis. So I think we'll do Dennis. So transition. How do I select that? It's not letting me select the transition. Any ideas there? Well, we loaded it. If we go back, I won't activate the approach yet. Flight plan. Interesting how it has LaGuardia after. See how it's put the approach after LaGuardia? That's very interesting. The other thing I want to do is I want to take a look at PFD. MFD flight plan. Yeah, that should be good. We're going to make the turn here at Trans, then curve around to Green, Dennis, LaGuardia. That should be good. There's the turn. Here's your nav comm. So for the comm there, and then we've got where's your, I should have been squawking something else. And I also should be doing altitude reporting. There's your switch of your comms. Are you using any mods to the... Yes, I'm using 2 mods. Douglas. Hey, D-Money327, how's it going? I'm using the 930 improvement mod as well as the working title G3000 mod. Okay, I'm trying to get to the nav radios. So, there we go. Nav radios. 110.5 is correct. Perfect. And now I'm going to... I also think that there's a way to pull up the... you can put the flight plan up on the PFD itself. But we're going to do a manual descent here. So we're going to take the altitude. For some reason, there we go. We need to be at green at 2700. So now we're going to go click the vertical speed button. We're going to rotate this knob down, and we'll descend at 900 feet per minute. Going into the clouds. Just got done mowing, so better now. There you go. I'm very envious of your rather nice recent acquisition, D-Monies. You know, the big thing that you acquired. I would like to see it someday. It's got 4 wheels. We spent yesterday getting stuff for it. Need to make another trip back to Walmart today. There you go. So, can you add additional USB ports? I'm wondering. And by the way, I never got my tour. I never got my video tour. I do wonder what the profitability of this will be, because it's like $700 an hour to rent this plane, so it may not be all that much. I could swap the outlets out. Want to do that today? Yeah, well, no, I was thinking your daughter could do that fancy dancy producing, directing that she did for you on that antenna video. All right, resetting at the local altimeter. It's still 3024. Was the METAR 3024 though? No, it was 3022. But that was a little bit delayed. No, was that 45? That last report was at 1451 Zulu. So, yeah, 30 minutes. Yes, exactly. A travel vlogger. Hey, Taco. Yeah, it has been a while. Twin City Jeff.
Happy Sunday, everyone.
Twin City Jeff with the subscribe 18 months. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. How are you? Have you done any Xeno threat? I've been good, Taco. Yeah, I've been good. Yesterday I was super duper tired because I got my second microchip. Got my second microchip put in, and I was super tired. Actually got the second microchip put in on Friday, and so yesterday I was like, ugh, so I just sat on the couch and watched golf. By the way, we're drafting in 38 minutes. This is nasty looking. We got another subscribe. We got a subscribe.
Happy Sunday.
52 months from Tylenol with Wings. Thank you, Tylenol with Wings. Happy Sunday to you. Happy draft day. You're supposed to start scheduling your third microchips. Well, they told me when I went in there, they said 8 months is for my third microchip. And I was surprised that I didn't even know that was a thing. I know there was a lot of conversation, but I didn't know that was like an official thing. You had no effects from your chipping. I was just fatigued. I take it back. I got another subscribe.
Football time, baby.
Oh, baby. Dogo's in with 46-month subscribe. Football drafting time is coming up. I should probably study the NFL scene and not just go with my gut. But I haven't done any study. I'm excited for it, though. So you lucked out and had no effects. Second chip kicked your butt. Yeah, the second chip kicked right girl's butt. And, yeah. My arm was more sore. My arm was much more sore on the first chip than the second chip. It's still sore, but the first one, I was like, I could hardly raise my arm. I could raise my arm, but was like, oh. Your COVID chip will help with the epic drafting picks. Yeah. I didn't get. D-Money's the only two things have happened since Friday is I've felt very fatigued, very tired, and I did nap in the middle of the day, which is very unusual for me. And when I woke up from my nap, my heart was beating about 15. At resting heart rate was 15 beats above my normal resting heart rate. So it was going. I got the P chip. Yeah, the P for pop-up chip. Oh, look at that breakout. Oh, that is. Oh, wow. That is so cool. We better slow down. You got the M chip? Yeah. P chip for you as well. You got the P chip Wednesday. So your first P chip Wednesday. So you, like me, you waited for information. So a friend of mine was telling me about a poker league that he is in. So they play for like 10 weeks or 15 weeks or something like that, and there's like 20 or 25 people in the league, and the top 5 get sent to the World Series, and they get their buy-ins paid for. And this is a beautiful view. And anyway, the one of the guys that qualified to be one of the 5 to be represented in the World Series of Poker, and if you win, you split it with the whole league, right? You take half of it yourself, and then you split the other half winnings with the league. So it's kind of a cool thing. But anyway, the World Series of Poker has now required chipping. You have to be fully chipped in order to, no pun intended. And the guy refuses to get chipped, so he can't go. And it's kind of interesting. I respect everyone's choice to get chipped or not, but yeah. Am I really picking first, Dogo? I swear it was completely random. And you know what? Come to think of it, I'm not so sure that going first is a good thing, because you don't pick again until the 25th 24th pick, your first and 24th. But that I'm gonna take a kicker first. I honestly, it was completely randomized. It was seriously randomized. I guess I better not randomize it next time. All right, I'm gonna hit the GS on the approach, and I'm slowing way down. Look at this approach. Take a puncher is number one. Yeah, exactly. I believe this is real world weather, but I don't know. Maybe someone do an a METAR for exclamation METAR for KJFK and see what it says. It puts forests in the NYC streets. Yeah. All right, we better slow way down. You got takeoff flaps there. I hope that's okay. Is that okay at 150 knots, Star Wolf? I know that the wide arc is our final full flaps, right? I can't remember how to turn off ATC. Okay, final flaps of notch. Ooh, getting a little bit slow. Adjusting. 500. I don't know how accurate that is, that I need to have 80% torque right now to keep it at 95 knots. I don't know how accurate that is. You drop your first flaps at 155? Okay. I feel like the glide slope put me a little bit lower than I want to be. And of course I got red on the Pappy. That was not bad. Not a bad landing, I think. All right, turn only the navs on, strobes off, taxi light on. They look like offices. Yeah, this is no LaGuardia 2020, is it? Hey, we did good timing though for this flight. We draft here in 29 minutes, so I think we timed that just right. They do. They look like apartments. Our gate today will be cubicle 3B. VIP parking. It's so weird how you have to hold down the left click and then press the right click to move it between the gates. And then you can do the cutoff. Timing of the flight is super important when it's draft day. Exactly. Draft beer day, too.